NYPD, LAPD. That's what you get with. Oh my God, something special. Hey, you not like me. You not like me. New media. Y'all know what it is. You got fat while they starve. It's our turn. Y'all seen the title. Y'all know what it is. NYPD, LAPD. That's what you get when... Man, we gotta talk about it. Smash the like button. Y'all know me for the realest breakdowns. Like UFC with the takedowns. Oh my gosh. Kovalev stopped Anthony Yarde. Round 11, if I'm not mistaken. I told y'all to listen to me, man. Y'all don't want to listen to Ego Stradamus. It's okay. It's okay, people. Yeah, y'all should have watched it. The fight's over. It's over, Dozer. Man, when y'all gonna listen to me? When y'all gonna give me my props, huh? Hey, they say I talk a little fast. You listen real fast. I ain't gotta slow down for you to catch up. Man, y'all don't want to listen. It's okay. Y'all don't know shit. Been telling y'all what the fuck is going on in this boxing game time and time again. You not like me. Yeah, we gonna talk that shit because, and listen, the worst thing you could be is a poor sport or a hater. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know, a lot of people picked Yarde, and we're gonna break it down. A lot of people picked Anthony Yarde. So don't come now after the results and say, oh yeah, come on, calm down, Ego, stop feeling yourself. Everybody knew Kovalev was going to win. Like, don't do that. Because y'all was saying I was stupid. I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. And I'm going to come back tomorrow and all this shit. Come back tomorrow. I'm ready. I'm still here per usual. Listen, I'm Ego Stradamus. Now, I'm not always going to get it right. I know y'all can't wait. I know y'all can't wait till I get one wrong. But not this time, Utah. I know it's like acid in your mouth. Not this time, Utah. I told y'all. Y'all don't listen to the kid. Oh, my. Let me get to this money. I'm just going to get, this is the money stream. I'm going to get to this money. We're going to break it down. I'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I also check my channel. You know, I should have called it Unpack, but I got the realest breakdown where I went in depth. That's what took me a second to, jump on this live shit. And if you don't have time or something, check the realest breakdown of this fight. Very good fight. Shout out to Marquise Monroe, $2 super chat. Yarde should have fought two opponents ranked numbers 7 through 15. That's neither here nor there. That shit's too late. He didn't do it. Not everything's bad with Yarde's performance, and we're gonna break that. I'm gonna get started at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm just waiting for YouTube to send the notifications out. You guys can help by smashing the like button. I tried telling people what to listen. Listen, can we got 2 minutes to kill starting now. 9 minutes and 30 seconds. We talking about the fight. When y'all gonna listen to me? Huh? That's all I want to know. When y'all gonna listen to the kid? Like, my thing is this. Yarde cool, but what did you guys like? That's it. Y'all like muscles. Y'all like muscle. It has to be that, bro. This is the second British Anthony with muscles that just lost this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more to boxing than the outward appearance of things. Yes, Ruiz don't look like. Yes, Kovalev's been stopped, but who did he get stopped by? He got stopped by experienced, amateurs turned pros. Yarde was jumping up in class. This was his step up, And I'm not shitting on Anthony Yarde, like, because he actually impressed me in some facets, but the outcome is exactly what I thought was going to be. A tough fight, Man, these British Anthonys with muscle bound, this is a second loss. You guys judge fights off of stupid shit, like who's bigger and who's back and, like who you like and stuff like that. Even there's a lot of black fans that do this too, like that tribalism where because Kovalev appears racist and shit like that, that don't got nothing to do in that square circle. Whatever, if he punched a girl, whatever the situation is. That's why, listen, y'all got to I'm trying to tell y'all how to be alpha males, Y'all got to get that out of your system. Whether he hit a woman or a dog and all that extra shit, that don't got nothing to do with scrapping. You know, whether you black, white, Russian, Chinese, you know, Puerto Rican, Mexican, that don't have nothing to do with boxing. And the sooner you guys realize that, the sooner you'll be better off with your fight prediction. I'm just trying to help, bro. People look at because Kovalev has done some questionable things. We'll just leave it at that. Questionable things outside of the ring. That don't have shit to do with the actual fight. So I don't know what people are breaking down. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what the game is lacking, and that's where we come. So it's 9 minutes and 30 seconds. We on. Let's get it. Smash the like button. Yeah, it's all about the scrap game. And I told you guys Kovalev was the more experienced. And to me, this is what played a huge factor in this fight. Kovalev had been stopped before by a quality Olympic gold medalist, Andre Ward, who won the Super Six. He had fought a Hall of Famer, Bernard B. Hop fucking, I went to prison and had a whole illustrious career in boxing, Hopkins, right? He had beat somebody who's now a champion who was considered past it. He beat him when he was more in prime in Jean Pascal by stoppage twice in Russia. This is stuff. Dmitry Bivol is younger, fresher, and all this shit. And he hits hard. He has an amateur. He didn't stop Jean Pascal, but Kovalev did twice. Y'all got to stop sleeping on the man. I told you he can box. He has power. Listen, the mistake that a lot of people make is you can't live off another motherfucker's accomplishments. I'm gonna say it for the people in the back. You cannot revel or live off of somebody else's accomplishment. If your neighbor get a brand new car, that's his new car. That ain't your new car. If Andre Ward beat Kovalev, that's what he did. If Eliter Alvarez stopped him, that's what he did. You gotta, you can't build no construction. You can't build no building off of someone else's blueprints. You can't just look at someone else's blueprint and think it's gonna automatically match up. Because Ward has stuff that Yarde didn't. And Tunde, whatever his name is, the trainer put a lot of pressure on Anthony Yarde. So, I got to be real and give my unadulterated thoughts in this stream. He put a lot of pressure on him. I didn't do that. I like Yarde. I like what I had been seeing, but this was a step up, And Tunde put a lot of pressure. He said, no, Mr. Ward, no, Mr. Andre Ward, you had a tough time with Sergey Kovalev. We won't. Ward, he said that Yarde, this is not me. This is Tunde. He said that Anthony Yarde has more skills than Andre Ward. The lie detector test determined that was a lie because Ward, part of, a skill to me is experience. That's a skill because not everyone has it. Just like I think discipline is a muscle. Like if you can discipline yourself to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, and you do it every day, that's kind of like a muscle. The longer you discipline yourself and the more you're like, okay, I'm not eating any sugary things. I'm not drinking soda. I'm waking up every day at 5 a.m. That discipline makes you stronger and stronger. So to me, experience is a skill. Skill doesn't always have to be something tangible like you can see, like hand speed or some shit. So to say that Yarde, based on anything he had proven, was as skilled as Andre Ward is farcical. So really, he put a lot of pressure on this fighter with all that talk, instead of just kind of focusing on what he does well and stuff like that. Let's break this down. Yeah, put some respect on Ward's name. That's what I'm saying. Too many people live vicariously through another person's accomplishment, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, yes, Kovalev, we know his weaknesses, but that don't mean just anyone gonna bring that out of him. And just because he don't like it to the body, that's pretty much a fact. Same thing like Keith Thurman. But guess what? Keith Thurman ain't been stopped. He got hurt by Pacquiao to the body, by Porter to the body, by Luis Collazo, but he found a way to not get stopped. So you can't just think it's shit sweet, And you got to look at it. If we've all watched Kovalev's career and we've seen his weaknesses, right? You don't think Kovalev reads the paper and sees the weakness? Of course, people in the, the art of war, they're going to target your most vulnerable point. So everybody knows that Kovalev's gas tank, he's a front runner, he don't like to the body. But that puts him on alert for the shit. Do you get what I'm saying? Just like everybody knows Marquez got Pacquiao in the 4th fight. You know, Marquez was and hit him with that right. So now everyone thinks Marquez did that. Pacquiao knows that he be doing too much sometimes. And he had to learn from getting knocked out, getting careless, jumping in and shit. But now everyone, it's a known vulnerability, so everyone holds their hat on that vulnerability, thinking they finna knock out Pacquiao with the well-timed right hand because Marquez did it. But you see, nobody's done it since. Pacquiao ain't been knocked out since. So it's not as easy as it looks. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, what Ward did, Ward had a smart game. I was at both of the Kovalev Ward fights. I went to both of them. Ringside shoddy, man. And Ward broke Kovalev down. Kovalev's a good, underrated boxer with power. He has heavy hands, and he has experience. Kovalev's a road warrior. He went to other motherfuckers' backyard and beat them. Jean Pascal, his adopted home of Canada, beat him by stoppage twice. Years later, Pascal's a champion again and looked good versus Marcus Brown. He beat Nathan Cleverly in Cleverly's backyard. He beat B-Hop basically in his backyard. B-Hop being from Philly, and they fought in New Jersey. Big fan, bro. Appreciate you. He fought B-Hop in New Jersey, East Coast shit, and B-Hop from Philly. He fought Ward on the West Coast, Ward being from Oakland, California, and he fought him on the West Coast in Nevada. This ain't nothing new. So he had a hometown fight. He don't want to disappoint his crowd. He had a shitty performance in Russia last time versus Isaac Chilemba. Now he's feeling like the man because he just stopped lions in the camp. You know? So Kovalev packs valuable experience. He fought in Russia versus Isaac Chilemba, and he got a knockdown, but he didn't really look particularly good in that fight. So whatever was going on, you know, trying to press the crowd, he's been able to learn from these things. Losing and being stopped by Ward and Eliter Alvarez, he learns from those things. You feel what I'm saying? Yarde didn't have those type of learning experiences. And then Tunde and him talking about they don't spar, I'm like, oh, shit. So to me, that's not a complete game plan for somebody who you can't sleep on. Again, Kovalev packs a punch. He can box. Great jab. And he has way more experience than you. So you not sparring. He got eons of experience that you don't have. Yarde does spar. He just doesn't do hard spar. Man, I don't give a fuck what you talk about. Go start your own channel and you talk about it. His team say he didn't spar for this fight. So whether he's doing light sparring, whatever the fuck he did didn't work. Period. So go start your own channel and you talk about what you want to do. The point being is that's even worse. You're going to spar, but you're not going to do challenging sparring. So the point remains. I don't give a fuck if he does light sparring, crystal light sparring. Bro, I don't care. The bottom line is he's not putting himself in those positions to learn. He's not the hard sparring. It makes the man out of you. You hear Errol Spence. He's sparring with Jermell Charlo, bigger than him. Iron sharpen iron, man down. That's why. Why is he confident? Because he sparred Broner. He sparred Floyd Mayweather. He sparred iron sharpen iron, you know, them Texas boys, Jermell Charlo. So it don't matter if he does light sparring, if he spars with Tunde. I don't care if he spars with Kunta Kinte or Prince Hakeem. The bottom line is he's not sparring like most people spar. So in one regard, you could say that preserves you, but that preserves you too much. And that's what we've seen here. Yeah, you're preserved. You're not taking a bunch of punishment, but you don't have the muscle memory from it. You don't be like, oh, shit, remember that time I sparred Andre Ward and I was fucking gassed because he hit me to the body when I was already tired? You don't have those experiences. So it doesn't matter if he does light sparring. The point being is he don't spar like Floyd and Canelo and everybody, Pacquiao. You think Pacquiao does light sparring? Pacquiao got 70-something fights. Pacquiao got more fights than y'all got pimples on your face, bro. That's what makes the man out of you, to me, or the woman, or whoever you are. You feel what I'm saying? Pacquiao that's experience. That's why you see guys like Pacquiao and Canelo who started off, you know, in the Philippines. I was selling cigarettes and donuts. You know, the motherfucker was selling donuts and shit, and then got to be at a fight by 5 p.m. But he learned on the job. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., learn on the job. That's what, that's on the job experience. So Yarde and his team and his training methods, they robbed themselves of that, period. They robbed themselves of that opportunity by not doing hard sparring. I told you, Ronda Rousey, same thing. They said you have to sign an NDA, which, it happens. You're a high profiler. But in addition to the NDA, you can't talk about it. Non-disclosure agreement. You can't talk about it. They said they didn't let girls hit her in the face. So when she got in there with Holly Holm and got her head kicked off her fucking shoulders, then don't be surprised. When Amanda Nunes, the lioness, start punching her block off in the 40 seconds, then you don't know what to do. And then that's why the coach was like, head movement. What the fuck is head move? Y'all didn't practice this head movement shit. You don't let girls hit her in the face. So these moments ready you. Iron sharpens iron. I said this in my realest breakdown, bro. Listen. Look at it like this. Smash the like button. We working. Tunde, this is not a knock on him, but he's one being. He is one person. So you only have the information that you internally have. When you spar and do hard sparring, you might be sparring, who knows what type of experience these guys have. Like, bro, there's certain guys out there, win, lose, or draw, they fought every fucking body. Everybody in boxing that you've ever even fucking heard of, they've either sparred or they've had professional fights. Like Chop, DeMarcus Corley. See, now it's time to school the youth. This motherfucker, DeMarcus, you can judge him by his resume. He got a lot of losses. He got double-digit losses. He got hella losses, but he got experience too. This man fought Floyd Mayweather. He fought Zab Judah. He fought Miguel Cotto. He fought Ruslan Provodnikov. Bro, Victor Postal. DeMarcus Corley been in there with everybody. I don't know if I said Ruslan Provodnikov. He fought Thomas Delorme, Marcos Maidana. Bro, he fought different generations. He fought newer generation fighters that are still active, and he fought other guy. Randall Bailey got fucking cracks. He fought him, Devin Alexander, Junior Witter. He sparred everybody that you need to fight. Ruslan Maidana, Randall Bailey, those are some serious punchers. So the experience that he has is invaluable. Because he's been in there with everyone. Floyd, come on, bro. He sparred everybody. So again, Tunde is one person. He's one. So he only knows what he knows and what he can teach you. But who knows what his, true background is. But then when you start sparring random people, you don't know what kind of background they carry or what type of schooling. Like it's like a magician versus going to a magician's convention. If you're one magician and you apprentice that magician, that's great. He could tell you the tricks he knows. But then when you start, if there's a magician convention, if you will, and then there were magicians from Russia, Paris, UK, Canada, California, New York, and all these magicians come together, they might know some tricks that you've never even heard of or seen and be able to teach you. That's equivalent to sparring. There's a plethora of information that's untapped. There's a plethora of information that's untapped that's what comes. Like some of these guys, they might not ever win a world title, but they got experience. And they could, like, I don't know if it's true, but Joey DeVecco, he got some losses. They said he hurt Joshua. That's experience. You know what I'm saying? Joey DeVecco, he fought Charles Martin and shit. So just because Anthony Joshua beat Charles Martin, that don't mean nothing in sparring. You get what I'm saying? So I think those moments help to define who you are. Yarde, he's an athletic guy, great speed early, but he wasn't pacing himself. If you follow me on Twitter, I was calling all this stuff before it happened. He has an athletic style, so if he wasn't, and see, this is the other thing. You got a guy who stops everybody 6 rounds or less, and the guys he stopped ain't been upper echelon. So what do you do if you haven't stopped a guy in the 6th round? You've only been to the 7th round before. When did he get stopped? The 11th round. Darnell Boone will fuck you up. Darnell Boone will have you, he'll be, if you, just put it this way, Darnell Boone got so much cracks. If you, before your fight, if you ate alphabet soup, when you go back to the locker room and take a shit, you know, it's going to say, oh, fuck, like in the toilet, you know, the letters are going to come back out. Bro, Darnell Boone got cracks. Man, stop. He dropped Ward. He fought Kovalev, Willie Monroe, stopped Adonis Stevenson, stop playing with him, man, bro. Come on. But, yeah, like, you used to stopping everybody 6 rounds or less. You know, you stop everyone 6 rounds or less. What you going to do in that 7th round, that 8th round, the 9th round, the 10th? And this is what we seen. Actually, Yarde did cool in the first 4 rounds. You know, he was doing cool. He was showing that he was supposed to be there, you know, to a degree. Like, you know, like it was competitive. He wasn't just getting blown the fuck out. So his athleticism, that youth, the strength, all that was operating. But the thing is, if you haven't, because you're fighting an elite guy now, if you ain't knocked him out and you haven't like damaged him to the point where he's scared to throw and he has experience like Kovalev, how you going to look in the second half of the fight? So to me, this was one of my easier predictions. And I for the life of me, I don't understand what people seen where they were so confident. It's a fight, you know, it's 2 motherfuckers 50-50 technically. But I didn't see what people were picking Yarde for based on the style. Because if you look at it, if you actually watch boxing, I've seen Anthony Yarde in there against lesser oppositions, and he was in the shoulder roll shit, and he was getting tagged. Kovalev's jab was fucking him up, and we got to talk about that. Fundamentals. Word of the day. Fundamentals. Kovalev can box. He has fundamentals. First of all, when it comes to fundamentals, this is my take on it. When it comes to fundamentals, you either have them or you don't. You work on them or you don't. Beyond that, the fundamentals may not look as flashy. You know, it might not be like this whimsical, like, oh shit, look how much ground he covered or he leaped with that hook. But the fundamentals will save that ass. And this is what we've seen. Yes, Yarde looked more, you know, if you had to look at both fighters, Yarde is more Roy. I'm not comparing him to Roy Jones, but I'm saying he looked more Roy Jones. What he was doing looked good. You know, he's throwing, you know, wide, fast punches, you know, shit like that, and mixing up. But the tail of the tape is as the fight wears on, when you're starting to flatten out. You know, Kovalev, it may not have looked as like flashy. Kovalev, to be honest, in the first couple rounds, he looked slow as fuck. He looked pretty slow. You know, but his fundamentals was on point. So it doesn't really matter. You know, when you got fundamentals, you got fundamentals. Because unless you are on PEDs, everybody's going to get fatigued at some point. The difference being, if you have fundamentals, those fundamentals can, as you're tired and weary, arm weary and shit, those fundamentals can save your ass because you still know how to jab. You're cognizant of your defense. You know, versus you're riding off of athleticism and speed, and then when that naturally slows down because you got hit with big shots because you weren't really as defensively minded or on your basics, then what are you going to be left with? If you have superior speed and athleticism and that starts to taper, what are you left with? You're left with your fundamentals. So again, either you have them or you don't, and that's kind of what I've seen with this fight. Yarde was in there hanging off of natural ability, athleticism, youth, speed, strength, and faster hands and shit. Oh my gosh. Why Brent Weary killed y'all today? Listen, shout out to Brent Weary. He just left a $100 super chat earlier today, and now he just hit another one. Bro, Brent Weary hit a lick and then came to my channel. Shout out to my man. Can we get some clap emojis going? This really helps the channel grow. Shout out to Cursor for kicking it off without me even saying nothing. This man just dropped $200 on the channel in a matter of hours. Give him his props. Smash the like button. Bro, this man dropped a bag off. That blood, these is bloody shoes. He dropped them red bottoms off. Brent is out here. Brent Weary. We need more claps for that. If you're new, just follow along. Smash the like button and drop that. That really, like I said, this is all stuff that helps the channel grow and get to the next level. So I could do my thing for the boxing world. Oh shit. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second, y'all. So keep the claps going for my man. Damn, people hate. Someone got blocked right now? Hold on. Yeah, they want to hate. They see that money come in, they hate. They hate even worse. They fuck this channel. God damn it. Oh my gosh. Click Daily UK. We are Click Daily UK live streaming and speaking about and checking your channel. Yeah, we don't really solicit here though, but shout out to you. Shout out to shooters. They holding it down. They mad when they see that money come in, but I can't stop what I'm doing. So for me, Yarde, the flashy shit was keeping him in the fight early on in the fight. But the second half, those are the championship rounds. And Kovalev clearly had the experience edge there. And he did, like, you got to give Kovalev a lot of fucking props. Because this man was, 2 fights ago, he was on Crossroads, you know. Little boot and God's got him, and they're going to miss everybody out around. He was on the crossroads. He was on the brink of extinction. People were like, damn, he's done, you know. And just having a good basics and stuff, he weathered the storm because Yarde had success, I think, in the 7th round, digging to the body, youthful, strong, just hot. And then Kovalev, you know, was reactive to it. And based on the past, with like the Ward fight primarily, Ward set that blueprint. Nobody knew about Kovalev's stamina and all that shit. You know, Virgil Hunter did too. He's like, you know, sir, birdie in my ear told me Sergey Kovalev likes to drink the vodka. And I don't know if it's true, but Andre Ward doesn't drink anything. So if Kovalev likes the vodka, then he's going to be in for, you know how Virgil Hunter be doing it. He's going to be in for a long night. So the Team Ward, they exposed Andre is like a big cat, and you know Miracon has the recuperative power. You know how Virgil be doing it. They was the one that exposed Kovalev be drinking and shit. And you know Kovalev, I seen him. Birdie told me he was at the bar drinking. He was on Ciroc and drinking the vodka with P. Diddy. And, you know how Virgil would do. You know, he had a new Ciroc. And so shout out to Ward. Shout out to Virgil. They the ones that exposed that Kovalev, he's susceptible there. Like Van Damme said on Bloodsport when he was talking about Bolo and his friend was about to fight Bolo. He said, go for the gut. Chong Li is sweet in the gut. Yeah, go for the gut. Ward told you that. Team Ward told you that. You know, Andre, I've known him since he was this big, and he's like a big cat. And I like Virgil. He be on, man, this motherfucker. Virgil, he be telling you some motivational shit. Have you thinking, Sun Tzu told the art of war. Like, oh shit. I remember Keith Thurman was trying to diss Amir Khan, so he dissed Virgil Hunter. Virgil got gangster with him. He's like he said, Keith Thurman said something to diss Amir Khan. Then he said, I'll fight your trainer too. And then Virgil got gangster. I'm telling you, Virgil one of them hidden gangster, bro. Don't get it twisted. This base shit is real. Virgil probably seen some things in his day. He don't let that quiet shit fool you, bro. Because Virgil got gangster on Keith Thurman. Yeah, I seen the interview and Keith Thurman said he was gonna do this. I know 106 pressure points, and I will grab Keith Thurman by the ponytail if you win. Like I was like, oh shit, he really Google it. Virgil Hunter said I'll grab Keith Thurman by his ponytail. Now, bro, I don't trust people like that. Like they know secret shit because the human body has over 1,000 pressure points, and I grab Keith Thurman by the ponytail. Like, oh, he talking about pressure points and shit. This motherfucker crazy. I ain't fucking with Virgil Hunter. This motherfucker crazy. You know pressure points and all that weird shit, bro. He touched a man right there, right by the temple. He'll bleed out in 5 seconds. Like, oh shit, you know too much. This motherfucker study medieval times and shit. I can't trust that, bro. I ain't fighting no motherfucker that know history of combat and all that shit. You know, history of violence looking as Benjamin. $2 super chat. Thank you very much. I bet he starts sparring out. Hey, you petty. Why you do that to that man? You petty. He said, I bet he starts sparring now. Man. Smash the like button. Man, we out here working, grinding. Brent Weary, man, he dropping bags off. Oh shit. So, Kovalev, he deserves respect. He deserves credit for his boxing ability because he battled adversity in that 8th round. 7th round, I think Yarde found a little something. Kovalev looked almost out of there in the 8th round. You know, and I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers got happy. Yes, ego's gonna be wrong. Try again, motherfucker. Do you know who you were dealing? Y'all thought my prediction was gonna be wrong. Okay, y'all thought I was gonna get wrong. Y'all thought I was gonna get this one wrong. Death Row East. Nope. So skills, fundamentals, experience really paid the bills for Kovalev because he stayed, and this is what I give Kovalev. His last 2 performances, you know, we're talking about a Hall of Fame career because he was considered done. He said it. He righted his wrongs and outboxed the fuck out of Leader Alvarez, and he just stopped someone who's bigger, youthful, and he even dealt with adversity. This was a great performance by Kovalev. Great performance, you know, and he kind of killed a couple birds with a few, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone or whatever. He looked like shit last time he fought in Russia versus a Leader Isaac Chilimba. So he has a knockout victory in Russia, so that's dope. Yeah, you know, Isaac Chilimba, he's like a real piece of shit, you know. Adonis, I'll fight Adonis. I must break you. You know, he he was talking greasy and shit. Yeah, Andre Ward, he's like a real piece of shit. You know how Kovalev you talking. Seen and unseen boxing ego. I lost $2,500. God damn, it motherfucker. Shit, you don't listen to the channel. I told you what to bet with. If he dies, he dies. You will lose. He's like a piece of line. Yeah, you know Kovalev be talking that shit a little bit. They said Kovalev hit the bitch and the dog. Oh my god. Hey, get off me, dog, piece of shit. Now, yeah. Kovalev, motherfucker, hit the dog, bro. Ego, you called it experience. Most definitely. Kovalev got that. Yarde, like I said, Yarde, he wasn't doing bad. He was showing that he could. There's a difference between being able to compete and becoming a champion. You know, he showed he can compete. He showed if he mentally can bounce back, then he could be a formidable threat. You know what I'm saying? So it don't have to be the end of the road for Yarde. I seen enough. Listen, I was impressed with Yarde because he was hanging longer than, you know, kind of I expected. And he was doing better than I expected. So I give him that. I give him that credit. I give him that credit because he was doing better than I even expected. You know? But again, doing better and being competitive, that's not the same as winning a title. So he wasn't able to realize his dream. He can go back like Julian J. Rock Williams. It don't have to be the end of the world. He was done, though. Bro, I don't remember the last fight that I've seen where somebody got stopped with a jab bro. Name a fight. What's the last fight you seen where a motherfucker got stopped with a jab? Like, just stop. Not because Charlo dropped J-Rock with a jab. I ain't talking about that. We've seen that a bit. I'm talking about when motherfucker got, it was just like, hell nah. He was just tapped, bro. That tap water. He was done. Completely gassed, gave everything. You know, and that's another thing that you can't teach. Lions in the camp. He showed a lot of heart. I give Yarde his credit for that. He showed a lot of heart, but I don't remember the last fight where motherfucker just got jabbed and was just toast. He was toast. Rifle stoppage. He had nothing to get. He would have get seriously hurt. And see, the problem with Yarde is, and I don't know. I'm not trying to lump nobody together and stereotype, but there are certain commonalities. I've seen a tale of two Anthonys, Anthony Yarde, Anthony Joshua, right? Yarde and Joshua both look the part. They in like crazy shape. They can easily be in some Hobbs and Shaw movie and shit like that. Be a henchman, a bag. Bro, they got that. But in the tale of two Anthonys, Anthony Yarde and Anthony Joshua, they're both British and they both physically look like specimens and stuff like that. But this goes to show you, yet again, that's not what boxing is about. It's not about a sweet science or a look. It's not. Kovalev don't look like shit, to be honest. It don't look. If I seen Kovalev at motherfucking Walmart, I wouldn't think that Kovalev was a professional fighter, probably. If the motherfucker just had a, you know, he had a Pac Sun shirt on or something, I wouldn't just be like, oh, he's a boxer. I probably wouldn't look at. I've been next to Kovalev, but the motherfucker got cracks. He killed a person. Yarde, based on what Hollywood. See, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Y'all gotta smash the like button. Y'all gotta smash the like button. I'm gonna break this shit down for y'all. Y'all wanna unpack it? We unpack, coming to you live. If y'all want me to unpack this, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Smash the like button. The real is back. Y'all gotta hit that like button and say hell yeah if y'all want me to keep going. I'll keep going. It's okay. This is easy. You see Brent Weary, his super chat so big, that should just stay up there forever. Forever, ever. Bro, we're gonna talk about this tale of two Anthonys. Yarde went out better than Joshua, for sure. That's no dispute that. He showed heart in his, he went out on his shield. Joshua kind of succumbed and gave in and just, he's like, no, fuck this. I'm out. It's mad. His super chat, some people's paychecks. Brent out there winning. What the fuck? Hold on. All right, hold on. We're going to talk about tale of two Anthonys. Damn, my allergies is kicking my ass. So, Anthony, we're just talking about similarities. Anthony Joshua and Anthony Yarde, they are both British fighters, both from the UK. They both look physically like, you know, built and buff and stuff, but that stuff doesn't matter. If I looked at Andy Ruiz, you know, no disrespect, if I look at Andy Ruiz or Sergey Kovalev, I wouldn't naturally probably think they're a boxer. Hollywood be having y'all gassed up. You see Michael B. Jordan, and he get bigger than he was in the first Creed and shit like that, and you think the aesthetics is, you know, the having a look is what's going to save you, but it's really not. It's not what your body looks like. John Molina got more cracks than a lot of people at 140, 147, but he don't look like it, you know, but he will lop. Ruslan Provodnikov, he don't be plickety-plick out. Ruslan, when you see Ruslan Provodnikov, who was in the crowd, penitentiary swole, you know, you don't really see that. But these motherfuckers will knock, you know, they will scramble your eggs, put it that way. You know, and Hollywood got y'all gassed up where y'all start seeing like the physical, you know, you start looking at the physique and shit. Y'all fell in love with Joshua's body. Y'all fell in love with Joshua's body and shit. Motherfuckers be picking off of a body. I ain't never picked nobody because of what they look like. Because it just on a hood level, not even like professional fighting, just on some hood street fight shit, I done seen people who looked the part that was like, oh shit, this motherfucker way bigger than this dude, and get slapped. I'm talking about slap. Bro, in high school, there was this Asian dude that was a basketball player. He was hella pale. He was hella scrawny looking. And then there's this dude that we used to call Bolo because it was another Asian dude. He was Filipino though. And he was like Diesel. And we used to call him Bolo. Man, that other dude, the skinny dude, worked him over. So the motherfucker fell in the lockers and shit. Bro, he was out of there. He was out of there. And it was the tall, skinny dude that played basketball. And everyone was like, ooh, buying his lunch and shit. Bro, he slept him in them lockers. Bro, you know how you get knocked out in high school so bad? When you fall into the lockers and then you open up someone's combination lock. I swear, man, I seen it. Dude like, doot. He fell and the motherfucker's lock was unlocked and shit. I'm like, how you do that? That motherfucker a magician and shit. He hit him with that doot. That Kendrick Lamar and shit. Next thing you know, so I don't know if someone was getting into their lock and they just had it on, it's a 3-digit code, 000 and shit. And they put it at 001 and they had hit motherfucker fell and unlocked the shit. I was like, oh shit. He got slept. Cause sure enough, the lock was unhinged. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen, bro. How you unlock a lock? This motherfucker locksmith and shit. You get knocked out, turn into a locksmith. Shout out to Austin Areola, Mr. Nipples, my guy. Ego keeps it real, much respect. Man, we got to. That's the only thing I know. Appreciate you guys for the super chat and listening. But yeah, so just even on a street fight level, we see that where shape don't really mean nothing. Like, that don't mean. Hey, y'all petty as fuck. Somebody switched lines in the camp and said lying on the canvas. Hey, you petty as fuck. He said lying on the canvas, lying on the canvas. Bro, you can't focus on the Instagram. See, and that's we live in the Instagram social media age where all the shit and the pad work. And a lot of these guys in the late 20s, they came up in the Mayweather era, in the wrestling attitude era and shit like that. So they look at the flashy part and that's what they aspire to. They watch tapes of Roy Jones. They look at the flashy shit, but that's cool. But you got to have your fundamentals intact. Your fundamentals, especially lacking amateur experience, like Yarde. Yeah, he's out of pocket. He said, lying on that canvas. Bro, you going to hell for that, bro. Y'all tripping. So, I mean, I learned some stuff about Yarde. It's not all bad. He could build from it, but he had a respectable first half. But see, this is how I know what I'm saying is true with the fundamentals and experience. After he had one major last stand to me, and that was like the 8th round where he almost stopped Kovalev. After, this is not a good sign. But wait, there's more. He found an opening with the body shot. Then he used the last bit of energy he had, nearly stopped Kovalev, but since he didn't, then the bell rang. Then Kovalev was able to try to get a second win, and Kovalev won the next round. That's a bad sign. You're the youthful guy. You the guy that looks more in shape. Yeah, I'll watch the Figueroa fight later on today. You're the guy that's youthful. You guys strong too. You guys look in shape. And then you let him rally back into the very next round after you almost stopped him. And he was boxing beautifully, trying to keep his space. So I could tell he was gassed. The other thing is, if you study boxing like I do, after that successful 8th round where he nearly, see, there's a movie I love, Mel Gibson directed, called Apocalypto. Some of the young cats may not know. But Apocalypto's a dope movie. Jaguar Paw, shout out to him. And there's a scene, it's an almost scene, where the guy was like, oh, we almost made it. And then the dude was like, almost. And then he killed the dude. Because almost in boxing don't cut it, Almost doesn't count. Nobody cares about almost. So he almost stopped Kovalev, but he didn't. And the fact that he didn't, that, you know, you don't get, there's no consolation prize for that. So he didn't. And then the very next round, he looked pretty spent, and Kovalev gained some confidence by working it, just fundamentals, working in boxing and working himself back. And one of the telltale signs, they were in like a clinch. You look at Yarde, he looking up at the clock. Bro, you looking up at the clock in round, I think it was round 9. That ain't good. And that shows me a lack of experience. You already, Conor McGregor, when Nate did, same thing with Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is a fucking dog. Shout out, man. Shout out to this NorCal shit. We not playing, bro. Shout out to Stockton. You will get Stockton slapped, man. Stop playing. NorCal. Nate Diaz is a dog. He's ready for the battle of attrition. He run triathlons and, you know, all this extra shit. When the fighters keep looking at the only person I feel comfortable looking at the clock is Floyd Mayweather, because Floyd doing it for a different reason. It's not because of cardio and stamina. Floyd could do 15 rounders. We know this. Floyd looking at it like, how much time we got? Because he thinking about, you know, let's get this money. This shit is easy work type shit. But Yarde, that was a bad sign. You almost stopped him in the previous round, and now you punched out because you looking at the clock and shit. You feel me? So that wasn't a good sign, and it was a beginning to end. And this is where experience played. He let Kovalev work himself back into the fight instead of, you know, putting an exclamation mark on the successful near stoppage round. Kovalev was in bad shape. Kovalev was hurt, but you can't give an experienced guy a second chance. You feel what I'm saying? It's like giving a convict a second chance, you know? It's 50-50. They might end up back in jail type shit. So you got to look at that, you know, depending, like if it's a serial killer and you give him a second chance, you know, I'm not going to say like any convict because people get like sat down for different things, but I'm talking about like a pedophile or something heinous, like motherfucker killed 18 people and you let him out, you know, good luck with that, you know, he might strike again type shit. So Anthony Yarde, he looked spent after his most successful round. Not a good sign. You know, that wasn't really the greatest sign for me. And it started to unravel for him as expected because of the experience gap. The experience gap. Kovalev was able to gain some confidence back and see the man breathing with his mouth open, you know, possibly lifting his head to look up the clock. And then he worked himself back in the fight with basic fundamentals. Meanwhile, if you notice, after that real good round where he almost stopped Kovalev, that was his last real hurrah. He started to flatten out. There were rounds where he wasn't even really punching much. And all these rounds, Kovalev is zapping energy. The other bad side is Kovalev's jab was a motherfucker all night. Like from the beginning, even when Yarde was doing good, there were spots where Kovalev had Yarde's head going like that, like on some Pez dispenser shit, you know, some rock'em sock'em robot shit. You're not supposed to let, and see, this is the thing that's bad. Kovalev's jab is a power punch. Golovkin's jab is a power punch because these guys are heavy-handed. So getting your head rocked back and eating the flush jab, that's the equivalent pretty much with guys like that. Golovkin, and no guys, and Max is everybody. My jab isn't everybody. You know, you can't be letting these Charlo, you don't, Errol Spence, you can't get hit by power punchers with great jabs. That's stupid. And he was getting tagged with that all night. So what the fuck do you think? Excuse me. Cough in the camp and shit. What do you think is going to happen the second half of the fight? What do you think is going to happen? When you was getting hit with that the whole you know, but it was far and few in between when you were fresher and you were outspeeding him and using your athleticism and shit like that. So when you start to fatigue, it was kind of weird, to be honest. It was kind of weird, the game plan. Unless the game plan was Kovalev ain't shit and we gonna knock him out in the first 6 rounds, then the game plan was weird. Yarde came out with his hands extremely low in this cutesy like Mayweather type of shell, which was weird. You got to feel a guy like Kovalev out. You know what I'm saying? You can't just disrespectfully walk in on Kovalev. You know, Kovalev will throw 1 and 2 punches. He has a great 1-2, great jab, stuff like that. So, you know, just kind of a weird game plan from Anthony Yarde. And the thing is, for me is I look at it like this. Anthony Yarde, he should have started that body work early. He waited way too long for that. Like, he waited to the 8th round to really start. He had some good body shots, but then he didn't dedicate that. Kovalev, he has experience. He got hurt by Ward with a right cross in the second fight, but it's that body work that really depletes his health bar. You know, when you're playing, you know how you play Call of Duty or something, you got that health bar. You get hit with certain guns, like a little pistol, you get punched, it's going to take off like this much. But then you get hit with the higher caliber guns on Call of Duty, that shit going to start chipping away. You can't just accept those hits from the higher caliber weapons on Call of Duty, because that's going to start taking chunks out your health bar, out of your health meter. You feel what I'm saying? And Kovalev, he's susceptible to the body. So I think Yarde should have been, with his youth, his size, if his game plan was to get an early night, you know, emphatic stoppage victory, the best way to do that would to be jab, and then try to get on the inside and dog Kovalev to the body. That's what I think he should have did. But he was kind of head hunting, and he was, you know, he really had success when he opened the body up and had a dedicated nonstop body attack. He was walking Kovalev down in round 8, walking him down, going to the body. So to me, if that was his game plan, he should have did that from the gut. No guts, no glory. If you think Kovalev a hoe in there, you know what I'm saying? You got to hoe him. If you think Kovalev's susceptible body, you should have did that, because then you would have at least been fresh. That would have given you your best chance to win. That's how I see it. You would have your best chance to win because you would have been fresh, he would have been fresh, and he wouldn't have had no answer for that possibly. But you can't do that second half of the fight and just accept powerful jabs and have the lesser of the fundamentals. So this was just really a learning lesson for Anthony Yarde. He was tapped, bro. He was gone. Like I said, I don't remember the last fight where somebody got stopped to the body. Stopped with a jab. But after round 8, he took small stands, but nothing nothing. He didn't have no rounds like round 8 after round 8, period. You know? So this was a good back and forth competitive fight. There were adjustments made from both guys, but Kovalev made the better adjustments. And I kind of called this during my live stream. I mean, not live, my live round by round boxing on Twitter. Because in between rounds I put stuff. I'm gonna show y'all so y'all see. Look at this. I told y'all, Ego Stradamus. Y'all got to give it up. 12:02. So this was after like the second round or something. I said, Yarde is doing good with his speed and athleticism. My only thing is, I think Kovalev's pace is more sustainable the longer this fight goes on. Bro, I said that in the second round. I'm the truth. I told y'all that in the second round. What Yarde is doing, it looks good. But if you don't get this man out of here, ASAP Rocky, that pace, I don't see how you was going to keep that up. You was doing good. But again, if you don't stop him, how you going to sustain this pace? As you've never been into, they say he never been past the 7th round but once or some shit, or never past the 7th. How you going to sustain that pace? You don't spar. This don't even make sense. You don't spar, you don't hard spar, whatever the fuck it is. You don't hard spar, and you've never had a pro fight where you've been there, and you have no amateur pedigree. You know, you have less than 15 fights for an amateur pedigree. Don't make sense. So yeah, the guy, this wasn't even a hard prediction for me, for real. The guy with the better fundamentals, the better experience, that's where it plays in. Unless you thought you was just gonna hold Kovalev and just and get him out of there, and this wasn't gonna work. This game plan was simply put is not gonna. You're in his backyard, so even they had Kovalev winning on all the judges' scorecards, I believe. So getting a decision was going to be rough. So unless you just going all the way disrespect him and you think you're going to knock him out ASAP in 6 rounds or less, this game plan, simply put, could not work. And that's why I picked Kovalev. And per usual, your man got it right. And it's not just about getting it right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I got it right, and I got it right for the right reason. I told you guys this. That experience is a motherfucker. You haven't went past the 7th round, and then whoever you went to the 7th round was not Kovalev. It was nobody in. I just said it in my last live stream. Name somebody Anthony Yarde fought that was even remotely in the realm of a Kovalev. See, and the thing is, Kovalev deserves a lot of credit because Kovalev, he got hurt, but he weathered the storm. You know why? Because he has the experience. He been hurt in sparring, I'm sure. He been hurt by Andre S.O.G. Ward. He been hurt by Alida Alvarez. He fought Beterbiev twice or whatever in the amateurs. So, yeah, it's not foreign to you when it happens. This Yarde shit and Tunde sparring each other, that don't make sense. Tim Bradley said it on the telecast too, and I don't always agree with his commentary because he be saying some, oh, Tyson Fury, he the Terrence Crawford. No, he's not. Please stop. He's the heavyweight Terrence Crawford. But one thing Bradley said that I agree with is he said he don't spar, I don't like it. Straight up. Don't like it. Don't make sense, and it doesn't ready you for these moments. Yes, like I said, it preserves you, but you're too preserved. Like, let's say you're a craftsman. Let's say you're a mechanic, and you buy a new tool set. Who gives a fuck if you don't use them? Yeah, you want your tools to listen. I ain't trusting no mechanic if his tool set is in pristine condition, because that means you ain't got no fucking mileage on it. If I look at your crescent wrench, I look at your adjustable wrench and there ain't no marks and no nothing. It's just spotless, and you've been working at this job for 3-4 years, and it looks spotless with no scrapes, no scratches, then I don't trust you. I want that mechanic where his hands look dirty. I want that mechanic where he has some marks on his tools, period, pause. And I know that sounds weird that I want a mechanic with marks on his tools, but y'all know what I'm talking about in this fucking analogy. I don't want to go to a mechanic and then if I look, I see him open up his toolkit and all of his tools are pristine. Listen, there's a way to clean your tools and, try to preserve them, polish them and stuff like that. But if it looks all brand new and you've been had all this stuff, then what does that mean? I want to go to the barber where their workstation, you see like kind of like a system, but their clippers don't look pristine. You see hair on the ground around them. You know why? Because that's experience. That means you cutting hair. Listen, if you're a barber and your workstation look too clean, I don't trust you. You know why I don't trust you? Because how many clients are you really getting if it looks spotless 24/7? You know what I'm saying? If you a barber and your workstation, there ain't no hair, there ain't nothing out of place, nothing. Your duster is like sparkling clean and fresh powder on it, bro, man, I don't trust you. So experience matters in the boxing game, not weight and muscles and all this bullshit. Y'all go to the barber whose station is always empty. His chair, he got a brand new chair. I need to feel some dents in the chair and shit. Like, I need to see knife marks in the chair. Because at least I know some customers have fucking been in there when the chair got, I like that. I like when shit, I go to a barber shop and shit like low-key broken. That's what I like. Because I know they put this shit to use. Where they got to re-oil their clippers and readjust the blades and shit. You ain't got to readjust your clipper blade. You ain't cutting enough. Period. I'm the king of analogies. Right? Shout out to Nick Satterfield. He said, check you out. Yeah, leave your information. Or text me or not text me, tweet me or some shit. So if everything's pristine and all that, I don't trust it unless you got a brand new kid or something like that. But that's why, have you ever had like a hat and you have to break it in to fit your big ass peanut head? You know, the hat, when you buy it, go to lids and shit, and you put it on, it don't feel perfect. You have to kind of like finesse it and get it to fit your big ass Ken Norton dome. Y'all, I know y'all motherfuckers got that aliens hook head and shit, Sigourney Weaver looking ass. You know, you gotta break shit in. And I feel like Yarde wasn't really fighting at a pace that he was going to be able to sustain in the having the less experience. So I guess his goal might have been to knock the man out. But you know, Kovalev has been there before. He knows what you're trying to target because everyone's trying to target that. Just like Pacquiao, we seen Marquez knock him out, but it's not going to be as easy as you think, especially when you lack experience. So I would have liked to see more of an early body attack from Yarde, and I would like to see a jab. I would have liked to see him jab more. The athleticism and speed, you could have really fucked Kovalev up. You could have fucked his world up. Because, to be honest, Yarde has enough of the tool set where he could have pulled it off. You seen him. He badly hurt. If you almost come close to stopping somebody, then given a different game plan, then you probably could have done it. You know? I've never seen a fight where someone came that close to stopping someone but didn't. And, you know, you got to give Kovalev props because he didn't go down. He almost got stopped. But again, Kovalev been there before. He been hurt before. He had the tough fights. He had mileage on him. So it's not always bad. Sometimes it's like, I'm the king of analogies, yo. Y'all just got to deal with this. It's almost like, it's like technology, right? iPhone come out with a new iOS 13. That's dope. But guess what? You download it right when it comes out. It's buggy. Certain apps don't work all of a sudden, you know, because it takes time. I download, you know, get the newest shit on my phone, the newest iOS or, you know, a software download, and the software is not working like it used to because you need for people to complain about, like, hey, I went to my Instagram and it's erasing my caption or, you know, whatever it is. And then the engineers gotta go back and fix it and do an Instagram update to the point where everything's working smoothly, and that takes time. So Kovalev has had those road bumps and road, you know, detours in his career and shit where he has the experience where that's happened. Yarde hadn't, so I didn't really see the game plan working. Yarde could have done some things different. Listen, yeah, they do beta testing too. And the beta testing for Yarde would have been sparring. Hard sparring, regular sparring. Kovalev impressive his last two performances, very impressive. I still don't know how much this benefits the Canelo situation, given the fact that, you know, Kovalev was almost out of there. We can tell Kovalev's not the one Ward fought, the one that fought Pascal. So I don't know how big the Canelo fight is. Again, there's some danger there, but Kovalev, he don't like it to the body. That's not changing. So Canelo, even though he's smaller, he got a different, you know, he got a different defense, first of all, and he has more experience than Yarde. So I don't really even care about that fight, to be honest. Even though Kovalev just knocked him out, I think a lot of it had to do with Yarde's inexperience in this moment where he made ill decisions versus Canelo. It's a different fight because he's already fluid with what he does. I don't doubt that Canelo stylistically will give Kovalev problems. The biggest thing is if he can take the higher weight class. To me, that's the biggest what if. Is just like, but in terms of like fresher youth, Kovalev, he still don't like the same things. And this fight made it more apparent. So I don't really know. I don't think this, like if Kovalev didn't get almost knocked out in round 8, maybe the fight Kovalev-Canelo, like, I'm not going to say it's a horrible fight, but to me, you know why Canelo would take it. Because he don't want to fight Andrade and Charlo and Caleb Smith, guys who look a bit fresher with dangerous styles for him. That's, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Now, Canelo's not going to do a catchweight because he wouldn't be able to fight for the title. But he might do a rehydration clause, and that's another thing. I don't want to deal with all that. Fucking Kovalev at his weight where he's a champion, coming off a great performance, And then because the powers that be and the A side and all this bullshit, there's a rehydration clause. That's weak. I don't want to see that. Canelo versus Plant. Canelo ain't finna fight no Plant. He move crazy and shit. And he accurate. Canelo would smash Charlo easy. You saying that, but we not seeing it. So we don't, therefore, what you saying doesn't matter. He'll smash him easy, but he let the WBC franchise him like McDonald's and shit rather than fight Charlo. So your opinion is, asinine. Nobody cares what you're talking about, because if it's that easy, say, oh man, Kovalev almost got stopped in the 8th round. Let me go ahead and fight Charlo since he's so easy and he's in my division. But we're not seeing that. So we don't give a fuck what you talking about. Man, Caleb Plant would be a nightmare for Canelo style. See how this what these dudes do, the man fans. They'll tell you all day so-and-so getting killed and destroyed, but then they never advocate for it to see it. We just trying to see. If you think Charlo gets smashed by Canelo, then push for the fight. Both guys seem a bit fresher than Kovalev. And they're in the same division already. No move up needed. No, it's not we all have our favorite. Block him. Jonathan Smith. We going to make examples. Ain't no we all have favorites. Listen, I don't give a fuck who your favorite is. You still got to speak with some type of integrity. Favorites is a favorite. Nobody care about that. That don't mean you should come to boxing and lie to yourself based on a favorite. Is Harrison better than Canelo? Easy question. Block him. This how I know you're not on the level. You talking about two different Charlos. He said, is Harrison better than Canelo? What the fuck does that have to do with it? Jermell fought Harrison, not Charlo. You don't know boxing. That you just proved that. You're not even talking about the right twin. Fool. You fools. You infidels. Oh, yeah, it's Tony Harrison. What does Tony Harrison have to do? That's how I know you don't know the difference between Jamel and Jamal. You think Mary Kate is Ashley Olsen with your dumb ass. Oh, my God, bro. He thought Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen was the same person. Man, we ain't going to have a full house because I promise you, my shooters is coming. Bars. These dudes don't know what the fuck they talking about. Oh, yeah, man. Tony Harris. You're not even talking about the 60-pound. That's how I know you don't know your shit. King Corleone, he said, wow, because we can't even believe this. We can't even believe the audacity that these dudes have. They don't even know the difference. I say potato, you say potato looking ass. I say tomato, you say tomato. Get out of here. These dudes is weak, bro. That double impact. I already know where you're going with this, Corleone. Smash the like button. Man, these motherfuckers don't know boxing. And the funny thing is, I picked Kovalev. Not everybody, but there are a lot of people that was picking Yarde. A lot. And then after the outcome is rendered, they're like, yeah, come on, ego. Don't pat yourself on the back. We all knew Kovalev. Shut that shit. Like Eddie Murphy said in Vampire in Brooklyn, shut the fuck up. God damn it. These dudes is lying. They was picking Yarde. Now all of a sudden they quiet as fuck. Quiet in the camp. Quiet in the camp. These motherfuckers went from lions in the camp in the comment section to quiet in the camp. These motherfuckers is quiet in the camp. Stop playing with me. Don't act like you knew Kovalev was going to win. You was saying, oh, Kovalev's seen better days, lions in the camp. You motherfuckers is quiet in the camp. You lying in the camp. Not Lion, Lyin. You lying in the camp. You quiet in the camp. They was quiet in there. Stop playing with me. Everybody waits until the outcome. See, I stand for boxing before the outcome. Either I'm going to be right or I'm going to be wrong. I'm Ego Veli. But I don't care. I stand on the front line like a true soldier, like a true support. Oh, my gosh. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once. I do it before it happens. I'm Egostradamus. I don't wait. I don't wait until we all see what the fuck happened and then give my opinion. I didn't wait until Mikey Garcia got dominated to say Errol Spencer's going to win. I told you. I told you what's going to happen. And then, everybody knew Mikey was too small. Man down. No, that's not what y'all was saying. People were saying Mikey was the better boxer. They saying Mikey could outbox and stop Errol, and he ain't been, look at his nipples, and he ain't been tested. And they was saying Lions in the camp, and Anthony Yarde was going to stop Kovalev, KO. And then when you wrong, they quiet in the camp. Stop playing with me. Y'all know where y'all get the information from. Me, that's who. So Kovalev did his motherfucking thing. And now they quiet in the camp. Listen. Stop playing with me. I told you. Experience, skills pay the bills. And Tunde, man, he put the pressure on Yarde. Talking about, Andre Ward, you struggle with Kovalev. We won't. Well, Ward didn't get knocked out by Kovalev, and he fought the undefeated. He was the one that exposed, the flaws in Kovalev. You had his blueprint. You need to stop insulting people that visit your channel. Block him. Mr. Obama America, block him. I don't give a fuck what you think. Block him. You getting blocked too. I ain't got to do shit. You wasn't with us shooting in the gym. Mr. Obama America, go get you an Obama phone and come back under an alien. Motherfucker said you got to do. I ain't got to do shit. That's why you had spelling errors too. Oh my God, stop, man. How they gonna tell me how to run my channel? You see that $100 just banging, that Brent Weary super chat just hang. I ain't got to do nothing. I'm doing exactly what I'm doing for the game. Don't like it. Don't watch. It don't matter to me because we got a community. We got a community. We going to do what we doing. How you going to tell me, try to give him some corrective? Hey, you ain't my manager. You ain't my manager, cuz. Trying to tell us what to do. We the army, bro. So, yeah, man, his game plan was, it didn't make sense unless you thought you was going to knock him out early. And these fighters got to also learn to get their coaches kind of in check because Yarde had potential. He still does, but he definitely had potential. He was hanging in there. But you letting your trainer write checks you can't cash. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just don't think it's a good look like that. I don't think that's a good look. You telling people you don't spar. Why don't? If that's your method, that's cool. That's your method. Don't tell nobody. You telling somebody, bro, I'm gonna formulate my whole game plan to take you into deep waters. That's what I'm saying. People, this boxing game talk too much. This new generation, they talk too much. Stop talking. Who you spar with and stop. What about the Sun Tzu shit? Art of War. That's why I like Errol Spence. He don't say shit about strategy and all that. Derek James it don't seem like Derek James even want to do the interviews sometimes. He ain't telling you nothing. He not telling you how he gonna beat Sean Porter. He be like, man, Sean's good. I like Sean, but we gonna work on the game plan. You know how Derek James, he ain't gonna give you the sauce. These motherfuckers giving up the whole sauce. If you spar and you don't need heavy sparring, just keep that to yourself. Why tell people? Because, bro, if I hear that and I had a fighter, I'm all right. You don't spar. How you going? You lack experience. We could tell from your resume, and you don't spar. Man, I'm trying to take you to them deep. My whole game plan is going to be taking. It's going to be taking you into the deep water. That's my whole game plan. Is to drown you, just because you said that. That's it. So fighters, they should just. I know social media and. BT Sport, PBC, and ESPN Plus. There's a lot of outlets for boxing, but you telling on yourself. Why would you tell people you don't hard spar? So Kovalev probably like, oh, if I punch him hard in the face, his whole game plan can be almost formulated based on what you've said. Dry snitching, exactly. You saying you don't spar? Okay, cool. Boxing Vortex. I had Yarde experience over youth this time. Yeah, that's what it is. Shout out to Boxing Vortex. A lot of people pick Yarde, but y'all gonna learn today. Man, who is Shorty Macchiao? Bro, you are not a pimp if your name is Macchiao. His name is Shorty Macchiao. You always be saying block him just how low rent a Negro be to be your official blocker. Block him. Your name is Shorty Macchiao, so I know you ain't getting no bitches. That was horrible. That motherfucker said Negro. Like we okay. He took it to the 1800s. These Negroids, low budget nigglets. Okay. Blacka. Oh my gosh. These shooters is coming. Motherfucker, if you have to put your username that you a pimp, I'm shoddy pimp. No, you ain't pimping, bro. I'm from the Bay, trust me. It's out here, pimping and pandering. I'm home, Oakland. Shout out to all the people, but shout out to the pimps, players, and hustlers that have graced and touched down in this Bay Area, bro. You ain't no pimp named Shorty Macchiao. That motherfucker pimping hoes sounding like Pacquiao and shit. Yes, I want to my pimp stroll. I have about four bitches. They came. They was on the track. And they made about $45 from that pimp. What the fuck are you talking about? Bro, you can't be no pimp sounding like Pacquiao. Stop. Motherfucker. Yeah. Bitch better have my money. The motherfucker said, bitch better have my money. You ain't ODB looking ass. Is that my bitches on the curb? Not making this money? All the pimps and tricks, I would invite you to my hoe. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Shorty Mackie out. Just get the likes up. I'm sick of these motherfuckers, bro. Shorty Mackie out. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't getting no pussy with that. Yes, I have been known to break a bitch. I break a bitch. Like, you just sound stupid as fuck. Yes, I break a bitch pockets. If you get your stupid ass out of here. He a pimp, Pacquiao size and height. This motherfucker 5'4" pimping. Get your Cat Williams. Hey, how you doing? Doesn't matter. Get your Cat Williams, Magic Mike looking ass out of here, bro. I am a boy, Damon. Like, doesn't matter. Get these motherfuckers out my shit. Hey, bro, what the fuck is up with Cash App, dog? Who the fuck is this? I keep getting this notification. Alex Howe requested $40. Bro, how the fuck is he find me? Bro, what the fuck is, why y'all tell me to sign up for Cash App with this bullshit? How y'all gonna request money from me? The motherfucker said I need some gas money. What? What the fuck is up with Cash App? How do I get this shit off my screen? I ain't giving y'all shit. Motherfucker asking for gas money. Who are you? People don't see, y'all got this twisted. People donate to me because they see the work we put in. Bro, this shit is, man. What the fuck, Cash App? Come on, bro. I keep getting notification. Did niggas need $40? Man, I'm like the guy from Baby Boy. $40. Man, someone said decline it. Who the fuck is he? $40. Like, who is this? Stop asking for, I ain't giving y'all shit. Reminder. Alex, I don't know who that is. Why would I give somebody money? Man, this technology fucked up, bro. Look, where that shit? Alex Howe requested $40. Money for the week, please help. For gas, man. Y'all gassed up. That is not what this is about. How do I decline this shit? Somebody tell me. I'm gonna decline this shit right now. Bro, I don't know who he is. It's fucking Alex Howe. How the fuck did you find my information? That's the real how. This technology fucked up. Motherfucker asking for, and then like most people, they start off small. You need gas money. Hey, you got $10? Let me have 5. Can I hold 5? Motherfucker asked for 40. You want me to fill you up? Man, hell nah. Get the fuck out of here, bro. He didn't even start small. Yeah, fill my shit up, nickel. How you gonna just ask for 40 off the rip? Man, I don't give a fuck about who is Alex Trebek, bro. I ain't paying. I don't know you. I don't care. None of the Alex. The secret world of Alex Mack. I don't give a fuck who it is. Alex Trebek, Alec Baldwin, all y'all motherfuckers. I ain't paying shit. Y'all got this shit twisted. I dish out money to travel for boxing so people like Brent Weary, they drop off that bag. That shit's different. Motherfucker trying to have me fill up their car. I don't know you. Yeah, I don't care if it's Alexander the Great. What's your Devin Alexander looking at? Bro, I don't care. I ain't paying. Motherfucker gonna ask me to fill up their shit, bro. Yeah, Alex Smith, you better throw some touchdowns fucking with me. What? These motherfuckers are tripping. These motherfuckers. Man, how do I get this shit off my screen? Please tell me. Man, I don't give a fuck who it is. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez. Man, I don't care what the fuck y'all talking about. How do I get this shit off? Al Sharpton dancing and shit. Bro, I'm not paying. I don't know what it is. They say Ego got it. Yeah, pull up. It's going to be something different for your ass. Anyway, how do I get this? How do I get rid of it? Because I don't want to accidentally pay this motherfucker on accident and shit. Please, somebody help me. I'm new-ish to Cash App. Y'all need to be sending me $40 for getting these fight predictions right. He said E-Cracker. I don't know how he got my information. I guess it's because it's under Boxingego. That's probably what it is. How do I delete this thing? Please tell me. Someone said it's Shorty Macchiao. How? Block this person. Block. Oh, look. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Jake. Yeah, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Gotta go. All right, we back in business. Get that shit off of my phone. Somebody said don't touch it. Man, blocked it. I touched it. Thug life. That's my comment. Thug life. He said Alex punching air. Y'all crazy. Oh. Anyway, good performance by Kovalev. He did his thing. Fundamentals, basics, jab like Zab. Yeah, Alex trying to be at the club with my money and shit, talking about some oomps. Like, where, what? Yeah, shout out to Cinnamon Savage, righteous comment. Kovalev dug deep because he was up Schitt's Creek in round 8. Listen, Anthony Yarde has a man. I'm gonna tell y'all, he has a canvas. It's just how he bounces back mentally from it. You feel me? Mentally is gonna be the test. How can he bounce back mentally? But he has a canvas to work from. But he might. Listen, this is just my opinion. A tale of two Anthonys. Look at the similarities. Anthony Joshua, Anthony Yarde, muscle bound. That stuff doesn't ultimately transition to the sweet science. They both have stamina issues. That's what it looks. So how does this not prove what I've been saying? A tale of two Anthonys. Both named Anthony, both British, both look the part, look crazy, phenomenal, in shape, You know, what you would aspire to, a beach body or whatever. You know, what you would want. You would look in a Muscle and Fitness magazine. But guess what? How is it that these guys who look like that are also the one failing in the stamina department? You know, even Canelo failing in the stamina department, but they be coming in looking ripped and in shape and traps and all abs and all. It doesn't mean nothing. So I think fighters, this should, a tale of two Anthonys, this should be a lesson to that. People putting on bulk, like, I guess it's the Instagram social media era. He said a tale of two winning ass nigga. You doing too much. You know, it's the Instagram era, so they want to look good, you know. I don't know, fuck bitches or something. I don't know, but that's not necessarily look at some of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Like even Muhammad Ali, he was in shape for sure, but he didn't look like Van Damme, you know what I'm saying? Like shredded vascular like that. You get what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people, Andre Ward kind of touched on this. It's that social media age. People are like trying to, it looks good. You know what I'm saying? They're like trying to look the part. And Deontay Wilder said it too. He said, "Oh my God, I'm so frustrated, Eddie Hearn. I've always told people I'd rather be the part than to look the part." And that's true. Wilder be coming in at 209, lean and athletic and ready to knock you the fuck out. Period. He don't care what his weight is and all this shit. He not trying to have traps up to here to his ears and shit, but he will stretch you worse than probably anyone in boxing right now. You know, people got to get off of it. And Wilder is like, pause. But Wilder, he's in good shape. He just looks like an athletic, you know, basketball shape. But he's not so, like Anthony Yarde looked diesel. I thought, truth be told, Anthony Yarde, I didn't think he was a light heavyweight when I first started hearing about him. Because I thought he was a cruiserweight or something. His motherfucker looked big, you know. And these are the guys that their stamina is failing them in the second half. So to me, that don't make sense. The tale of two Anthony. You had two buff-ass British guys, and they do good in spots. Like Joshua Floyd Ruiz, you know, Yarde almost stopped Kovalev. But at the end of the day, that the shape is failing them. Like whatever, or they're training to get that shape or whatever, something. So I think a lot of these British fighters like that are athletic and have these skills like Anthony Joshua and Anthony Yarde, they got skill. They got speed or power, you know, athleticism. They got some shit. Faster hands, you know, string together a nice combination. They need to get with some American trainers. I know pride, you know, it gets afraid to, oh, yeah, I'm from Sheffield, you know, and all these London and shit. You don't want to leave. Come out to America, because some of these American trainers, or shit, even the fucking trainer from Mexico, like Nacho Beristain and shit, these motherfuckers will have you right because they're teaching a lot of the basics and shit. Nacho will have your ass right. He'll have you looking like Nacho Belgrande, delicious. Nacho Beristain, look at Marquez. Marquez has fundamentals. Nacho will teach you some shit. He worked with De La Hoya, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather could teach you some base. Like they could take the Anthony Yarde, and there's certain things he's already doing well naturally, probably. I mean, consider, like, it's impressive considering a lack of amateur pedigree and stuff. Not sparring. You can build from that, but you got to build from the right way. Is Tunde, I'm not knocking him, but is he the one to take you to that new height? You know, his methods may not work for what you have. Same thing with, what's the name? Rob McRib or whatever, you know, McGriddle. What Anthony Joshua's trainer? I can't think. McRib. McDowell's. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Rob McMuffin. I mean, that's cool, but can he take Joshua to new height? We're going to find out in the Andy Ruiz rematch out this motherfucker. Yeah, Rob McBiscuit. Can he take Joshua there? You know, he gonna get Joshua Mick knocked the fuck out, bro. If you don't change up some shit, the big Mick, yeah, man, Ruiz is coming, Death Ruiz. I'm telling you. So I think some of these fighters should get with. it's not just an American thing. I'm not just saying like from a patriotic point of view. I'm just talking about if you look at Yarde and you look at Joshua, they almost have an American style as is naturally, right? But the teachings are European. You know what I'm saying? They have more European teachers because that's the area that they reside in. But to me, if you look at someone Joshua's size, right? The motherfucker's 6'6". He got height on him, long arms, you know, like big legs and shit, power, some experience from the amateurs and gold medals and all that. Started boxing late, like Yarde. And he's stuck in a training program that I don't think is beneficial to his best attributes. That's it. You know, you get with a Robert Garcia, Virgil Hunter. Virgil might have Joshua looking right, or Yarde, you know. Now you see Anthony Joshua, and you know, Virgil might have him looking right. Or whoever. There's a lot of great trainers. But I feel like these fighters, their best attributes have to fall in line with the training methods. If that makes sense. Smash the like button. We got to get the likes up, people. Let's stop for a second. If you're new, if you're enjoying the boxing commentary, smash the like button. Just give it up. Smash the like button. You know, let me see where we're at with the like. Yeah, we could push. We got to do a hardcore surge. Yeah, I just feel like you have to find that perfect parent. And see, Joshua's ass, he going off of emotion and like comfortability and yeah, man, I've known Rob since I was a preteen before I had armpit hair. Like, none of that shit matters. You got to do what's right for you. And it don't matter how long you known him. He could be a great guy. You can still keep him in your life. You can still keep him on the team in some capacity. You might get knocked out by Ruiz. So all that other shit is irrelevant. You gotta do what you gotta do to capture this victory and continue to win for your family and yourself and your legacy. Fuck all that loyalty shit. Loyalty is cool. But why would you stay loyal if you've reached a cap? You know, like, okay, man, I'm dropping too many gems. I might just I should just stop. Like, I do video editing, right? If I've outgrown a fucking software and the software, they don't have no late updates for it, and the marketplace for editing, there's other people that are editing and they're able to, there's plugins and easier ways and faster render and export times and better ways to, you know, image stabilization and these different editing tricks. And I'm on a dated software, then I could go with what I know and stay with this dated software because I came in the game learning it, or I can do what I always fucking do, which is teach myself something new when and if I've outgrown something. It's that simple. Why am I going to use, like I used to use, what was it? Final Cut Pro 10. But then after a while, they stopped doing updates and they switched to, or actually it was Final Cut 7. I'm sorry. Final Cut Pro 7. And after they stopped doing upgrades for the Final Cut Pro 7 and they came out with Final Cut Pro X. But the thing is, X was kind of like an iMovie. And I didn't like it, and I liked Final Cut Pro 7, but they didn't have no new updates to keep up with the technology. So I switched my whole entire software. I didn't just stick with what I knew on some loyalty, because I've been loyal to a certain software. And I understand you're dealing with people and stuff, so it's a bit different. But, man, listen, in life you got to do what works for you. You got to do what works for you. It's about winning. It's about that W. You can better facilitate things when your stock is high, when you're winning, when you're doing well for yourself. You know, I'm not like a money hungry person, but money is a necessity to get to the next level, you know, with ease. if you struggling and worried about if you can pay your car note and your bills, then how are you going to be if you have a small business that you're working on? That's going to add additional stress that you don't need. Block Gareth Robinson. Get him the fuck out of here. I'll wait. I want to see how quick the shooters respond to Gareth Robinson. Get him out of here. People like him remain broke. That's why they don't want to listen. They want to just come for whatever reason. And every time they hate, the money come in. Oh, shit. Shout out to Ron Finkley. Ricky Samuels, $5 super chat. Much love. Appreciate you. Respect, ego. Smash that like button. That's what I'm talking about. You got to do what works for you ultimately. AMG, £2 super chat. Lions in the camp. Lions need to go back to the basics. You know, good attempt by Anthony Yarde. I'll still watch his future fights. I learned some about him because I seen him fight at a finite high level, but he got to go back to the basics. Ronald Finkley be on the rooftop ready to snipe something. Let me get this beef jerky. I'll be right back. Yeah, man. We got that black pepper beef jerky. He said lion need a spar. That's what I'm saying, man. You gonna be a lion, all right. Mufasa, long live the king. Yeah, you're gonna be a lion. It's not gonna be the lion you want, though. You're gonna be Mufasa falling into a stampede, not preparing yourself. Long live the king. Somebody gonna scar your shit. Damn, I forgot how much I killed this beef jerky. Man, this black pepper go crazy. And it's not too much. You know, some flavors, it'd be like chipotle, jalapeno, Badoosie flavor. I don't need all that. Just a little bit of pepper on my shit. This shit tastes good. I should just... Damn, y'all got me choking this shit. That pepper went down that throat, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I should have just killed this last night. I got like 2 pieces. And they little baby ass. Oh, damn, I'm done right now. I got two little niblets. I should have just killed this last night when I opened it. Damn, I need some jerky in the camp. Jerky, this shit. Got this one last nugget. Hold on, y'all. Ego, you just killing old media. Child abuse. I told y'all. He said slavery in that last bite. Fat. You sound like a poor sport, Zenith. That's why I don't even make Zenith TVs. You obsolete. We don't care about excuses over here. He said, nah, the exhaustion brought him down. And you from the UK or something, bro. Just give it up. You sound stupid. The accumulation of punches. No shit, that's boxing, ain't it? Nah, it's the accumulation of punches. Thanks, Captain Obvious. He was taking a lot of Kovalev's big shots well. That's the biggest cop-out. That's stupid, bro. Yeah, that's some Amir Khan versus Danny Garcia shit. Yeah, but Amir was winning. Who gives a fuck? By the 4th round, Kenny Bayless was like, man, fuck this. You talking about some silly shit. Yeah, but he took his shots in round 1. But by the end of the fight, he was tapped. That's boxing. That's his lack of experience. Bro, what do you think is going to happen? Block Boogie Woogie. Get him the fuck out of here. Bow. Oh shit! Icy caught him one. What do you think is gonna happen if you take from a heavy-handed puncher who's killed a man, punches from round 1 to round 10, and you're dead tired, bro? Bad habits. Yarde came out with his hands low in round 1. He has a lot of top upper body weight and muscles. You start getting arm weary. Your hands were already low to begin with. You have bad fundamentals, on some like Floyd. People got this Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll shit out of pocket. Floyd does that. That's just one thing he has in his arsenal. It's like a restaurant. Some restaurants mostly like In-N-Out burger and fries. That's really what you get there. It's not an elaborate menu. But some people might have burgers, but that's not what they specialize. They might specialize in steak, in gourmet steak, but the burgers might be good there. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to push yourself to the edge of being a complete fighter. Anthony Yarde, athletically, speed, all that stuff look good, but he's top heavy, and you have to establish and build those building blocks and the foundations. You got your hands low in round 1. Kovalev shit was up here in round 1. Kovalev shit was high as fuck because he wasn't trying to get hit with none of that fast. You look the part. You look strong. So Kovalev, better fundamentals. And you making excuses. Oh, yeah, it was an accumulation of punches. No shit, this is boxing. It don't matter how you look in the beginning, it's how you finish. Or if you get finished. Why? How is that? People are such poor sports that they have these little saving graces. Oh, yeah, I know he got knocked out, but he was able to take the shots early. It's not about that. Can you take the shots late? That's what defines a champion. Bro, you're making an excuse. You said LOL, nah. He took Kovalev's shots. He was just tired. What made him tired? Why, in your brain, why was Anthony Yarde tired? What caused him to be tired? So he's just like, oh shit, this is my bedtime. No. It was a lack of fundamentals and getting punched upside the head by a heavy-handed puncher with better fundamentals that made him tired. You act like the motherfucker just took some NyQuil and shit. The nighttime sniffly, sneezy, stuffy, achy, cough, fever, so you can rest medicine. Bro, come on. Bro, he didn't just elect to get tired in the middle of the fight. He got tired from lack of experience and not doing the fundamentals. Meanwhile, Kovalev persisted, made adjustments, outboxed. He had a better pace. Man, you got me about to choke, bro. Kovalev had a way better game plan long term. If Yarde didn't plan on knocking out Kovalev in the first 6, this game plan wasn't going to be beneficial. Unless you have this Super Saiyan type of cardio where you can just be that buff, not have any sparring, not have any elite experience against a major puncher. You weren't going to be able to sustain that. I said that in round 2 and before the fight. Anthony Griffin, $5. This is the money stream. I told y'all gotta listen to me. Bro, you're making excuses just because you're stating the obvious. There's things Yarde could have done different, but he didn't. The thing that got him tired is Kovalev's consistency. The man punched himself out trying to stop Kovalev. And then when it didn't happen, I blame Tunde for this. You talking about Tunde put a lot of pressure. Oh, yeah. You had a difficult time with Kovalev, Andre Ward. We won't. Tunde said that Yarde had more skill. No, he doesn't. He has more. You could say he has more athleticism, more speed, but it's not just about that. It's about the total package. You focus on one element. Maybe he has more speed than Andre Ward. He looked pretty quick. Maybe he has more athleticism. I don't know. Size advantage. That's cool, but it's the complete package. Do you have the ring IQ to keep doing that? Are you fighting at a pace that benefits you? Yarde is used to knocking people out 7 rounds or less. And the people he's knocked out weren't Kovalev-esque people. Shout out to my dude, Shy702, $10 super chat. He said, been messing with you for a while. Love. That sounds a little weird, but shout out to you. Appreciate it. Super chat. Yeah, man. Yarde, the game plan wasn't wise. Being the inexperienced guy, you have to preserve yourself in sparring and stuff that you learn about yourself. You can, like, Yarde with no hard sparring, what can he revert back to when things start to, when you almost stop the guy and you're tired and you almost stopped him, but he's still here and he's still hitting you and still jabbing, going back to his basics and fundamentals. You have nothing to really revert back to as a pro, as an amateur. You don't have it. You had 12 amateur fights. You hadn't fought anyone as good as Kovalev, and you're not hard sparring. That's a recipe for disaster in the grand scheme of things, because now you just have to summons from wherever internally within everything that you need to connect the dots and beat a guy who's strong just like you, hits hard, better fundamentals, and better experience. That's it. So you don't have the experience. What could you revert back to? Like, okay, I've covered so many fights at this point, right? From Mayweather, McGregor to Canelo, Triple G, Wilder, Brazil. I've covered hella fight. Crawford becoming undisputed versus Donald. I've traveled the world, covering fights and coast to coast and shit like that. So when I run into an issue, because I've been doing this, because I have experience, I've already been there before, most likely. The amount of fights I've covered, there's been time, oh, fuck, I forgot that charger. Oh, man, I need to get a battery. Or, oh, shit, I forgot to bring this. Oh, shit, I'm about to be late. I've went through it. So experience is monumental, because now if it happens to me again, I remember the solution that I had when it happened the first time, and I fixed it. That's why experience is so important. That's why you're not fucking with Floyd Mayweather. That's why Manny Pacquiao, he was losing the second half of the fight with Thurman, but he did enough to where he didn't get knocked out or anything, or never got knocked out, because he has 70 plus fights. So he's been hurt before. He's been knocked out before. That's learning. Keith Thurman, coming off a 3-year layoff and a bad performance with Jose Cito Lopez, totally, he couldn't get Pacquiao out of there, even though he did good in the second half of the fight. So, good fight, though. Very good fight. Manly Hall, block him. Block him. You don't like it, you could leave yourself. You don't even have to make a scene, so we'll help you with it. Oh, shit, Ronald Finkley. Oh, y'all unhit him, and he sent another disc just to rehide him. Hey, the shooters, they cold-blooded. Somebody blocked him for talking shit. Then they freed him, and then he came back and said, "Ego a clown," and then y'all reblocked him. Manly Hall, weird name. Bro, you know what he's into. He's like, oh, yeah, I want you to walk down my Manly Hall. Bro, these dudes are weird. Yeah, I don't want to see no rehydration clause, Canelo shit. That's horrible. Business bringing the food. Yeah, man, the shooters is quick, so people get hidden. Y'all crazy. Very good fight. Kovalev redeemed himself. He showed that he's still here in his last two. Anthony Scott, appreciate you. $5 super chat. Shmoney gang. Man, that was a good performance by Kovalev. I told y'all he can box. Andre Ward, he hasn't been retired long enough to be in the Hall of Fame, I don't think. But this dude is a legend. And people say when I've given Andre Ward praise because I'm from the Bay and I know him, people say, "Oh, you're just saying that because you love Ward or you from the Bay, bro." Look at it, Andre Ward beat undefeated Kovalev twice. First fight was obviously harder. Beat him twice, right? Then you got a hulking Anthony Yarde, who had moments, hurt Kovalev, and still lost. And this is a Kovalev that got beat twice by Ward and stopped by Aliter Alvarez. So he got some mileage on him. Andre Ward beat the undefeated version. This motherfucker's a Hall of Famer. It's just like Floyd. Floyd beat Pacquiao. Pacquiao's still relevant. Pacquiao just beat Keith Thurman. Floyd beat him a couple years ago. Easily. Keith Thurman was leaking to lose to Pacquiao. Mayweather looked scot-free. Nothing on him. And beat him. We talking about some real-life legends in Mayweather and Ward. You can get mad all you want. Kovalev can box. He can hurt you. He has killer instinct. We know what his flaws are, and that's really being a front runner, body work. But he's still good. He's still good, and he's good enough to do what he just did. Bro, he knocked out Yarde with a jab. Anthony Yarde, I give it to him, though. He went out way better for the Brits than Joshua. He went out on his shield. I give him that. No. See, that's the type of law. See, that's what people got to understand. I'll still fuck with Yarde. I want to see what he got. I'm not saying there's no shame in losing, but because I'm a realist, there's shame in losing. But it don't have to be the end of the world. Yarde's trainer called Ward a cornball. Well, Yarde didn't get. Bro, he was tapped. Yeah, we'll see how Yarde can bounce back from it. Respect to Kovalev. No one can accuse him of ever ducking a fight like the coward Golovkin. Kovalev will scrap. I respect that. He will fight you. B-Hop, Ward twice, Jean Pascal twice, Anthony Yarde. Kovalev want to work. He'll take the challenge. Respect. Shout out to Russia. If you don't hit the like button, it's like a real piece of shit. Yeah, man. It don't have like. This was an easy prediction for me. That's it. It was an easy prediction. This is pretty much how the fight. I give Yarde more credit though, because actually seeing him, he was in there hanging, But this is what I expected. This is pretty much what I expected. Excuse me. That I'm telling you, when it don't matter how it happens, that fundamentals will save your life. Kovalev has a jab. Listen. This is gonna ruffle some feathers, but I don't care. And I'm not taking anything away from him. Golovkin is kind of a one-trick pony. Listen to me. Golovkin is kind of a one-trick pony. He has two modes. One is, I'm stronger than you. I have a chin. I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to steamroll you. If that does not work, then he goes to a sub game plan, which is to jab you. And just having a great jab like Golovkin has, and the power he has and his other physical attributes, pretty decent long arms, good height, for his division, hell of a chin. That's enough. That's enough where the fight will be competitive. Now, if you can't get past that jab, then now he can revert back to the game one, which is to smash you and use the heavy hands that he has to knock you the fuck out. But Golovkin, he has basically those two modes. Either I'm going to steamroll you like he does with guys like Macklin, or I'm going to jab your life away. And if you don't have a solution for that jab, probably one of the first punches they teach you in boxing, then you're going to be effed up. You're going to be effed up not being able to get past the jab, and it puts him right back into the fight because you can't get around that jab. You're getting tired, and he can pace himself. Golovkin don't do no Roy Jones type shit. Hey, no, guys, look at this. You know, he not doing nothing like that. But just having that very basic boxing day one punch thrown, it makes him a problem. You have all the Canelo be moving and, you know, on the ropes and shit, doing all that. And Canelo has not officially, I think he beat Golovkin in the second fight, but it's too close for comfort because he has a problem with Golovkin's jab. You know, I thought Canelo beat Golovkin in the second fight, but it's not no like landslide. He blew Golovkin out the water type, like crazy. He started off that way, but Golovkin got a good jab. You know, Kovalev got a good jab, and it's just something so basic. You know what? It reminds me of this. I'll give you guys an analogy real quick. You ever get back from the gym, take a shower, and then you're about to leave, and you can't find your keys, something like that. And you're like, where the fuck? You start looking at all these scenic places where your keys could be. You're looking in kitchen cupboards and trying to retrace your steps, and then you don't look in your sweatpants that you had on at the gym. You don't look in your gym bag. And then you finally, after tearing up your room or the house, you finally look in the sweats that you was wearing before you took a shower coming back from the gym or your gym bag, and boom, the keys are right there. That's how the jab is. The key is right there. It's sometimes people overthink it. Something so basic is right under your nose, and if you're taught it and you use it and utilize it, then something so basic puts you right back in the fight. Kovalev almost got his ass stopped. He almost got stomped. No, I didn't miss a Money Pal's chat. I got it. I see it. But sometimes when you're deep in thought, when you're hosting, you have to get the thought out because you want to get it out the right way. But I'll definitely get to the super chat. But sometimes it's right under your nose what you need to do. And if you have that teachings in the training, like a jab, basic fundamental, then you're right back into the fight. Just off of something so simple. It was right under your nose. Oh, shit, I should have been doing this in the beginning. And the jab sets up everything. You know, look at Errol Spence. He don't get enough credit. Mikey Garcia, I covered the fight for you guys. Leo Santa Cruz versus Carl Frampton 2 in Vegas. Mikey Garcia fought Dejan. This is how my memory works. It's crazy. Mikey Garcia on that same card fought Dejan Zlaticanin. He jabbed Dejan Zlaticanin's fucking face off, and then he ended up getting a nasty knockout. Mikey Garcia fought Errol Spence, and Spence jabbed his life away. Mikey started off the fight. I see something. Yeah, you see a jab coming your way, and that's all Spence was doing. He was jabbing and jabbing to set everything up, bro. Spence got a beautiful jab. These Texas dudes, both Charlos and the Spence, they got a crazy jab. It's strong, and it discourages you because you're like, how the fuck do I get closer to him? He's naturally bigger than me, and he's jabbing my life away every time I try to encroach. So what the fuck do you do? Same thing with Anthony Yarde. Oh, shit, I don't have the experience for these deep waters. Oh, I don't spar. Oh, I'm starting to feel tired. And you can't get past the jab. Kovalev's jab is a power punch because it's accurate, and he's already heavy-handed. Yarde is walking, keeping his head on the line, his head going back like that. That's a power punch. He's landing power punches on you. So, of course, it's going to take his toll, and it's just something as simple as fundamental. Kovalev, for sure, is not faster than Yarde. We know that. He's not more athletic or maybe even coordinated than Yarde. We've seen that. But everything in boxing can be negated. You can have speed, timing, negates speed. Danny Garcia is not faster than Amir Khan, but he has timing. That's why he took Amir Khan. Eat. Timing, motherfucker. Time is timing, bro. Danny Garcia way slower, but it don't matter because everything can be negated. Somebody has speed, time them. Somebody has speed, jab their fucking light. So when they jump in like Pacquiao, this is what Mayweather was doing. Make them respect you. Don't just let them come in the front door. You let Pacquiao jump in on you, he gonna do it all night. And jump it. Pacquiao be flying like Superman. He be doing weird shit. You let him do it, he gonna keep doing it. Everything could be negated. If somebody got a hell of a chin, fuck they body up. From my experience of what I've seen, most of the guys that had these crazy chins, they don't like that vicious body work nonstop. Because they used to the iron chin shit. They used to Brandon Rios. Who stopped Brandon Rios? Tim Bradley. Bradley's not even the biggest of punchers, but he stopped Brandon Rios. Granted chin, Brandon Rios hadn't been stopped by Pacquiao or Mike Alvarado, punchers, but Bradley stopped him of all people for the first stoppage, right? Body work. Take advantage of Brandon Rios, eating bad and layoffs and all that shit, bro. So just fundamentals, man. That gets you back right where you need to be. Shout out to my dude MP4, Money Power 4th. His son is fighting on an upcoming card in Minnesota. Check that out. Devin Alexander's brother, Vaughn Alexander, built in shape, did some time in the pen, and he's back and he's been winning, to my knowledge, Vaughn Alexander, and Money Pal stepping up to fight him. So Money Pal the 4th versus Vaughn Alexander. Check it. His pops is in the chat. I predicted Yarde early or Kovalev late. That's what the type of fight it was, yep. Yarde could not sustain the body attack because he was so tired. The jab gave Yarde problems. See? Facts. And see, that the thing is, Yarde could have won based on what I've seen. I give Yarde credit. If he did what he did in the 8th round, had he switched his game plan around a bit, which seemed to make the sense. See, I'm going to take it a step deeper. If y'all want me to go deeper, never mind, that sounds kind of crazy. If y'all want me to take it a step farther and get deeper in this conversation, smash the like button, and can I get a hell yeah in the comments section? Block Karate Body, bro. I'm sick of seeing your comments, bro. You just keep saying casual shit. We all see it, and that's why people are getting on your head. Just block them, please. Just block Karate Body. I don't even trust you if a man named Karate Body. That don't even sound right. Just block him. Thank you. Anyway, all right. Let's take it a step further. There was a buildup with Anthony Yarde, Tunde, and his team Yarde, kind of bantering back and forth with Andre Ward. Andre Ward probably felt disrespected by shit Tunde was saying, so he's giving his honest opinion, but he's not filtering it. He's like he don't care if it sounds a bit more cutthroat. They going at me, I'm going at them type shit. That's how I perceived it. So I don't think Andre Ward was saying shit out of malice, but he wasn't giving Yarde no type of concessions, if you will. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, oh, I ain't seen him at this level, and I don't want to see a guy jump from a C plus fights to an A- fighter. That's too big of a jump. But in doing that, I think Tunde focused a lot of energy on being better than Andre Ward, when in actuality, Tunde and Anthony Yarde should have learned from Ward, because Ward laid it out for you. So that's what pride will get you in the boxing game. You're trying to have this brand new, come anew and do this. Sometimes you don't have to recreate the recipe with your own ingredients. Sometimes you take what's already there, the foundation that's already laid, and follow that. Anthony Yarde was athletic, getting off fat, but he wasn't. He did good body work in very small chunks early. But the best success he had was round 8, when he really invested to the body. So had he done that early, Kovalev might have been there for the picking late. You got to make that early investment to pay the dividends later. You get what I'm saying? It's like a savings account. If you put $75 out of your check, right? Listen to me, man, because we talk about boxing, but we also talk about life, right? If let's say automatically, because you know how the direct deposit and stuff, you can route some money into your checking account, and then you can route other monies into your savings. So if you put $75 out of each check and you get paid bi-weekly, you put $75 out of your check, automatically route it to your savings account. The rest can go to checking. 75 get paid bi-weekly, 4 weeks in a month. That's $150. So how much do you have, obviously, in 2 months? $300, right? So you add another month. Where do you have? You know what I'm saying? And it just goes up. It's going to keep going up. You have to invest, and then it pays those dividends. Because, like I said, if you did $75 half a year, you had $450. You almost have $500 saved. So when you get a flat tire or some shit and you broke as fuck, then you have money in your saving. You have almost $500 pre-saved from taking out a little increment and planning for a rainy day. That's how the body shots work. Anthony Yarde, his game plan, instead of disrespecting Ward, him and Tunde, not really Yarde, because I've seen it more from his trainer, but instead of disrespecting them, you should have looked at it. Ward's game plan was to destroy the body in the first fight and the second fight. And he did that to his success. And it broke Kovalev down and broke his spirits. How do you think Kovalev would react had Anthony Yarde not headhunted early and really invested in that body early? By the time it happened, when it happened in the 8th round, he might have been so gun shy and worn down from 6 rounds of pretty vicious body attack that he was really ready to go, because he can't take that anymore. But they waited too long. Yarde landed some good body shots, but they were singles, and he didn't invest in that. But the Andre Ward blueprint has showed us that that's the most effective thing against Kovalev. You know? So I think Tunde, instead of going at it with Andre Ward, he should have learned from Ward, because Ward told you, he set up the steps. Everybody want to change the recipe and shit. You know? You go to Popeye's Chicken and get the new chicken sandwich, and the shit tastes good, and you start adding cheese and, you know, all types of shit, lettuce. This shit might not taste the same. You know, you put your own ingredients on it and you try to over season it. Now the shit don't taste right. So keep it simple, stupid. Old military term. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Andre Ward already told the blueprint's been out. It's there to use. It's there to use. Yarde clearly has power. He's strong. He has the look. Kovalev would have probably been discouraged had you beat up that body, you know, like a drum set. And did it consistently in the first half of the fight. Kovalev couldn't take that. You know, because he would have been, his confidence would dwindle down. You look imposing. You know, it's just same thing with, bro, a tale of two Anthonys. These British buff ass British dudes, Anthony Yarde and Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua fought Andy Ruiz horrifically, game plan wise. You 6'6", and this motherfucker look like he 5'11" and shit. And you have a lazy jab. You letting him get walking on the inside. Man, come on. Basics, people. You got to tenderize the meat. You know what I'm saying? That body work, it's not like you just land one and then, see, I think people headhunt because a headhunt, like, oh my gosh. I'm about to give y'all the sauce right now. Hold on. In life, people are lazy. Listen to me. People are lazy. Listen, they're lazy. People want instant gratification. They would rather take something that's less advantageous in the long run for the instant gratification. I don't personally work like that. I care about the long term, future proofing. It's not about, this is a better investment in the short run. I care about the big picture. So what I mean is this: when people headhunt, a lot of people, it's like, it looks like eye-catching and it's more in your face. You get busted up with a shot upstairs. Wow. bro, hooked or some shit, it's spit flying. It's that instant gratification that people go for. A body shot, these fighters aren't pussies, you know what I'm saying? So a body shot, it probably has to add up, You have to take its toll, like, wow. Then they're not going to instantly be, unless they're that weak to the body or something like that. But they don't get that instant gratification, especially in the social media age. Everybody wants everything right now, in the New York Minute. The body shots, people abandon the body attack because they think it's not working. Anthony Yarde landed some really good body shots in round 2, 3, but he didn't, maybe not enough of a reaction. So he started going after the head more. The body is stationary. It's harder to move your body. You can have some head movement. How you gonna move your whole body, especially when you're Kovalev? Kovalev's not even the craziest physiqued out person. You get what I'm saying? So the body's gonna be a lot more stationary than a fucking head. Like, think about when Chris Brown or somebody is dancing. He can move his neck and roll his neck and Michael Jackson and shit, but your body is the center of your body stays the same. You can move your limbs and your arms and be doing shit with your head and shit, but the center of your body is pretty stationary. So Yarde, the game plan was weird. He should have been, the Andre Ward blueprint shows us, kill Kovalev's body, chop down that tree. Jace, enjoy and appreciate the time, work, and boxing knowledge you put in, bro. Much respect. Shout out to JC. Appreciate you. Boss Red 357 like Magnum, $2 super chat. Fight shows us how great Ward truly is. Yeah, it's not about being stronger, it's about being smarter. And that's life too. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. And as I get older, I discover that, You think people are in life, I'm not even talking about boxing. In life, people are output focused. You need to be outcome focused. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Say it again, Jodeci. Be outcome focused, not output focused. What I mean is, especially when you do something like what I do, entrepreneurial shit, don't worry so much about, the people look at the output because instant gratification. They look at the output like, oh, yeah, I put in 10 hours today. That shit don't mean nothing. You can make more money putting in 3 solid hyper-focus hours than grunt work for 10, 11 hours. But you got to have your mind right. So be outcome focused, not output focused. That's what a lot of people fail, and that's what people get caught up in the system. Listen, working a regular job is like slavery. It really is. You working, busting your ass for 8 hours. You got to go on breaks. You got to coordinate with people. I wake up when I want. I eat. I'll end this shit right now. Brent Weary just cashed me out. I don't even have to do another video for the next couple days if I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I made more right now on Brent Weary super chats, just him alone, not all of them, than I did working 8 hours at Lowe's. And I was I wasn't a rookie. I was in high positions. You feel what I'm saying? It's different. So you gotta elevate your mind. Working it. You gotta do what you gotta do. But working a job is like slavery. You got someone to tell you when to come and go, and you have to just abide by it. You got coworkers you don't like, can't stand. I don't worry about none of that. I love Ego's Army. I don't have coworkers I don't like. And then when we do, my shooters rock a bye, baby. So that's it. I could get rid of the ops in my chats. You can't do that at work. You ain't gonna just kill your coworker and shit. So bottom line, people gotta be outcome focused, not output focused. You think because you're doing more, you're working hard and shit. That work smarter, not harder. And that's what I see with a lot of these athletic guys. They're athletic. That's dope. But you wasting a bunch of energy because you're worried about the output, not the outcome. Man, fuck that. Worry about the outcome. Like, listen, why should I work 12 hours straight, 8 hours straight, if I can hyper focus, go through the growing rough patches, hyper focus my business, and now to the point where I don't work 8 hours straight, but I had to get here, So focus on the outcome, not the output. People think just because you're working harder or because you've been working longer hours, and shit, that don't really mean nothing, because you're also breaking your back and your joints is fucked up and getting in arguments with your coworker. That's not work smarter, not harder. That's what it's about. I peeped that too. AJ, that's what I'm saying. AJ is not the smartest knife in the drawer. He said work smart, not hard. Yeah, he messed up the whole saying. I know. I seen that. I seen where he said that. So I think Anthony Yarde, given a different trainer, or a different game plan from that same trainer, whatever, would be. He could have beat Kovalev, but experience. Gotta stay hydrated. His experience led him down the wrong game plan. And you see the veterans like Mayweather. Look at the fight with Conor McGregor. And I know because a lot of people don't like to listen in this new day and age. So they're like, oh, yeah, Conor wasn't a boxer. It don't matter, bro. Still fist-to-fist combat, fisticuffs. Floyd fought Conor McGregor. He let him burn himself out, not get off anything crazy, and then started to pick him apart. Period. Yet let this non-boxer ass motherfucker who is youthful, bigger than me, got a big ass head. I don't know what you're thinking. Fuck the Mayweather. Let him get that little shit off his chest. Everybody, unless you're on PEDs, you're going to flatten out. And then it's going to be relying on your fundamentals. Floyd fought Conor McGregor the best possible way. First of all, Conor McGregor knocked out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds. So he's probably somewhat strong, But fundamentally speaking, you let him burn that, get that off his chest. Just stay pretty safe, Don't let him get nothing crazy off. Give him a false sense of confidence, those types of things, right? And then you drown him. That's what Kovalev did to Yarde. Yarde's feeling it. Oh, shit, okay. I'm athletic and stuff, but you're not pacing yourself. Kovalev's pacing himself. He trying to keep you at bay with the jab. Just basic shit. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. Yeah, let's get the likes higher, man. We could keep doing this. We could keep working. Smash the like button. If you're hearing this for the first time, hit the subscribe button. We do this all the time after every fights and shit. So I think Anthony Yarde, this is just a learning lesson for him. He has the intangibles where he could have beaten this version of Kovalev. Because truth be told, I think undefeated Kovalev would have stopped him sooner. But post-Ward loss, I don't think Kovalev's exactly the same. But he still has enough of the base. He has better basics, better fundamentals. So this was an easy prediction for me to get right. Smash the like button. It was a very fun fight, though, so let's not take away from that. Very fun fight. I enjoyed it. And like I said, the good side, the upside for Anthony Yarde is no one has seen him step up, and he didn't step up and just get clowned. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Ted Cheeseman. Even Joshua's performance was far worse than this. Anthony Yarde is 28 years old, so about Joshua's age, and he stepped up in a major way against a veteran, and he was competitive. So that you got to give credit to that. And he was not only competitive, he dictated moments of the fight. But overall, the game plan wasn't educated enough to beat out a veteran who was doing things better fundamentally. And again, everybody gets tired, so you have to rely on something. What do you fall back on? Yeah, Joshua just got destroyed. It's mad. He's knocking me down. Yarde, he went out on his shield. He got stopped, but he went out like a G, in my opinion. I think Joshua quit. So it's not, it's not no huge stain. I think people will give Yarde props for that. But he got to rework some things, retweak some things. And this should be listen, let's just stop right now. All these radical weight class jumps and shit, nobody's trying to see all that. Be the man in your current division and then move up. You know, Anthony Yarde went from driving residential to the freeway. That usually is not good, bro. Okay, so but just oh my god, I'm the king of analogies. I got one for you. You're learning how to drive. You're 15 years old, and the first time you drive, your parents take you on the fucking freeway. That's gonna be hectic, dog. You might be able to hang a little bit, but wait till a semi cuts you off because he don't know you in an unmarked your parents' car. That's just gonna be scary. That's gonna be scary because you a fish out of water. You don't know how to drive good like that, and your parents taking you on the freeway. You getting cut off, and people are honking at you. That's too much. So what fighters need to do is get some residential miles in, cool, but then drive maybe a back road where you can do 50 miles per hour. I don't even have kids and I know this shit, because I remember how my parents taught me. Go to a rural non-residential area where you can push the gas a little bit, but there ain't a hella cars, and that's how you learn. You don't go from residential 25 miles per hour in school zones and then just try to hop on the freeway teaching your kid. That's not really smart. And I understand he worked his way up to a mandatory, which is cool, but his other fights needed to better prepare him for that. So like the fights that Frank Warren put up, and this is what happens with, I'm not trying to sound, I used to live in England. You guys don't believe me or whatever. I love it there. Great people, very great culture. I learned a lot in my time there. But the thing is, this is what you see with a lot of British fighters. You can't just fight domestic level around the block. Oh yeah, I'm in fucking Batley and bang. You can't just fight them motherfuckers from around from Batley and Sheffield. So basically, you can't just fight people from around your block and then just step up and fight a motherfucker from Mexico who got 60 fights or some shit like Orlando Salido or someone from the U.S. It's different. So I think a lot of these UK fighters, one, a lot of them need American trainers. Their styles would be better suited for that, and they should do it sooner than later before they lose. And then two, fight world-class competition from around the world. Fight some guys like Maidana from Argentina, Fight some guys from Mexico. Shout out to Mexico. Fight some guys from the U.S. You don't just fight nothing but guys from domestic, and then you go to fight a power punching veteran motherfucker from Russia, is a little piece of shit. And then now you're supposed to, because at that point, it's like, don't be a menace. If you can't swim, you bound to drizzle. It's sink or swim. You just plunge right upward and it's sink or swim. You either going to do or you're going to don't. You know what I'm saying? It's do or don't, do or die. Do you want to ride in the backseat of a caddy, chop it up, do or die? It's do or die. So promoters need to peep that too. That's another reason I'm picking Deontay Wilder 1,000% every day of the week. Wilder's about to fight Luis Ortiz. If he comes through that, then I think he's more ready than ever, knocking out Brazil, an Olympian, and then if he knocks out Luis Ortiz. Tyson Fury, he fighting auto-correct in whoever. Tom Schwarzenegger. Hi, what are you doing? Get these people ill down there. Bro, you fighting Tom Schwarzenegger. Who the fuck is that? So that doesn't really this is what a lot of these British fighters are doing. You're not fighting people that ready you for a Wilder. How you go from auto-correct, Autobot, you go from that to Wilder punching power. That's stupid. Same thing with Joshua. This motherfucker, he be sparring with local people and shit like that. You don't have no tough, rugged Mexican dudes in the camp, and then you gonna fight Andy Ruiz. You don't have no one that even brings that type of, that I've seen. Like when I see I can't, I don't know everything about his camp, but when I see a lot of Joshua camp, he don't have a bunch of I see other people have way better heavyweight camps. Like Wilder has American guys, Malik Scott, but he also has like the Robert Helenius. He be having them guys in camp. Eric Molina, he be fighting different motherfuckers from around the world. Joshua be having like guys that fight only on UK cards primarily. Joshua need to have a Bryant Jennings in there. Somebody like that. Bryant Jennings will give you some work. That's my guy. Shout out to B.Y. Jennings. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to my Akis. Bro, you got to have some Bryant Jennings type people. Don't just look at records and shit. Brian Jennings, you just seen, he just went the distance with Joe Joyce, arguably won. He been in there with Luis Ortiz. Joshua want to have fucking Calum in camps and shit. Calum in the camp. Liam's. Stop. And then you gonna be ready for Andy Ruiz, who fight nothing like none of them motherfuckers. And then the one American person who had in camp, Joey DeVecco, they said he slept him. Whatever. Money Pal, the fourth $5 super chat. Thank you. Anthony Yarde gave us a good showing. Facts. Much respect to him. Facts. Experience caught him short, and I hope he learns from it. Yeah, man. There's a light at the end of the tunnel for Yarde. He just, based on his trainer, what he was saying and stuff, he couldn't live up to that expectation. But he can definitely learn from this. Yeah, Jennings won. He said, yo, Jennings made Joyce look like shit. Man, levels, see, people sleep on stuff. Like, Brian Jennings got stopped by Ortiz and Oscar Rivas. Yeah, but that's experience. See? Experience. Brian Jennings arguably beat Joe Joyce. A lot of people sound like they agree with me, right? Experience. It don't matter that he got stopped by Luis Ortiz or he got stopped by Oscar Rivas. He was winning the Rivas fight, to be honest, but some of y'all don't know that because y'all don't know shit about boxing. So he was really beating Rivas and got stopped in the final round. So he's crafty. He has experience. He sparred with Klitschko before. He fought Klitschko before. Actually, I think he sparred him. I know he fought him as a pro. Same thing with J-Rock. It's not over because he lost to Charlo, but that's how people act like. And then we're getting in this social media age where people are doing this body contest. Oh, shit, look at Joshua. So they just think because he looked like Rambo that he finna be Rambo with all the ammo. That's not how that works. Sullivan Barrera was physically bigger than Andre Ward. I was at that fight in the town. But that didn't matter because Sullivan Barrera was the one that got dropped. Andre Ward was just moving up. He didn't even look he didn't look as big. He was just in shape. Sullivan Barrera looked way bigger than him. But it's not about just size and shit. Anyway, that's my time. I've been on here 2.5 hours. I got to give my voice a rest. Let me know what you guys think. Very good fight. I enjoyed it. I'm going to watch the Brandon Figueroa card. Good stuff, man. Shout out to everyone that super chatted, all my shooters. They definitely held it down. Hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out to the people on ESPN Plus that signed up using my link. That helps the channel. Fury fighting Otter Pops. Yeah, those was bomb in the summer. Hey, you out of pocket, though. He said Otter Pops. Holla at the boy, man. We working.